I have something so pretty for you. This is Lacy paper pack, and it has 12 sheets, 6 designs, 2 of each. And with all hot off the press paper packs, you get ideas, scrapbook pages, as well as cards on the front. And I want to walk you through these papers. Let's see, let me show you one of each. Here is the one that's on the front. So this is kind of our feature page. You can see the lace is around the corners, it's along the edge. It's also inside all of these swirls, and surprise, many of them are doilies. We've got some ghosted doilies behind, and then kind of a whole series of doilies in the background, very delicate, as you would think that it would be. And look at this color combination. It's just very striking. Now this page, and then our red page has got a ghosted back giant doily, and it's also got a ghosted back gingham, so there's some texture going on there. We've got a stripe, and I have to tell you, this stripe is spectacular. It uses elements of all the papers that are in this paper pack, and I'll tell you, one of the neat things that I've seen done with this is to cut it up in strips and then to weave them. You get a beautiful look. Now we also have a tone-on-tone with the pink, but aha, there's some cream in here, some white and tan, as well as some blue, even though it looks predominantly in the pink range. This page is a really interesting one, and you can do so much with it. So we've kept our border treatment of the lace. We've got our ghosted back doilies, a large one in this corner and then a smaller one down here. We've kept our background with the gingham, and the giant doily is also there, but very, very muted. Our last sheet is this all over lace pattern going into the blues. Now, I want to show you a couple things. Let's go back to that red sheet, and I just want to show you how you can play with this of putting them together in different ways. So here's one, here's another, because you know you do get 2 of each. Look how nicely those 2 edges frame our scrapbook page. Well, but you can also turn them in some different ways. Look at this with a top and bottom treatment. My favorite is always putting them together in the middle, because I think that just is a really nice way to use them. Let me show you something else with our feature page. Now, this is the sheet, and here it is bringing in the companion. And surprise, you can do these to putting them next to each other so that you've got this in the center of your page. Now, to get our swoop in the middle, just place them like so, and you can see that this does a really nice job. When we're this far away from the camera, you don't really see that you've got a pink area in the center, but that's going on too. So it just creates another look for you. Now, while John gets really close in there, I'm going to turn these once again and just show you a couple of other ideas. So you can leave our lacy treatment in the middle and let our corner treatment be on each side. So there's just quite a few things that you can do. Now, to coordinate with this, we also have scrapbooking lace and doily dazzles. Now, these come like this, and because they're the scrapbooking dazzles, you know that they're going to be 3 sheets. Now, I know this is kind of hard to see because it's white on white. Let me turn the package over. Again, I just want to point out, you get ideas because hot off the press always gives you that. On the back side, you've got a scrapbook double page spread, you've got another card, but here's what I wanted to show you, a close-up of all 87 pieces in this package. You can see that there are border treatments, there are the large medallion doilies, many hearts, as well as these beautiful swirls. So that just is great. Now, the 87 count does not include all those innies, so those are going to give you some extra bonus pieces that you can make. Now let me show you what else we have is some ribbon. Of course we have ribbon to coordinate, and it does just a beautiful job picking up all the colors. I also appreciate that the textures are going to work so well with our paper pack. We've got sheer swirls, we've got some very light colored dots, we've even got some mini rickrack, which is nice, and some brown. We've got a crepe which is, I love the look of this. And so all of this combination, in fact, let me just place it on top of one of the papers and you can see just how beautifully they go together. Let me show you some ways that you can use these elements. Now, although we talk about scrapbooking, card makers, you're never left outside. Here is a 5-inch square card, and look at that stripe paper, the red, and all of those scrapbooking dazzles. It's just beautiful. Inside, we're also taking advantage of our dazzles and our papers. Now, I promised you to show you the papers that were on the header. Here is one layout. You can see the heart dazzles have been backed with paper and foam taped. We've got a very fun flower going on in the corner here. Again, the scrapbooking dazzle have been backed with paper. I like doing the dazzle border right along that leaf. That's a nice touch. And you can see how that flower's been integrated into the swirls. Now, this particular page has some significant journaling, but we're also using the scrapbooking dazzles along the edges of our photos, and sometimes just one edge, as we've done with this little girl along the bottom. Hearts are always nice to have, and there's a close-up of that stacked hearts. Now, the companion page is also letting that swirl get overlapped by our large photo, and then kind of angling some of the smaller photos and doing another flower. Here is another page, and this time we're combining not only our papers and our dazzles, but also with a 5-inch square paper lace doily. It's coming in from the edge, and we've tapped it with an ink pad, or you could do chalk, just to give it a little blush of pink. There's our scrapbooking dazzles, some along the edge here, as well as embellishing just some little areas of our papers. Now, as always, we want to give you more. So this time, our free download, this is what it's going to look like. And we've put it on white paper so that you're not wasting your ink. I do want to remind you that the download is not going to be seen on the quick view. You do need to go to the product page. So when you see the image of the Lacy paper pack, don't go to the quick view, but go to the product page, and then you'll see the free download. Click on that. You can print them off as often as you like.